Hey guys, what's up? Today we will try to understand very few concepts regarding the chapter 5 measurement. It is expected that you have gone through the detailed syllabus of science, math and computer. If you not, it is advisable to all of you that first go through about the detailed syllabus of your second term, then watch this video. Before detailing the subject matter of this chapter number 5 measurement, I have something to share with you. Through this video session, today I will discuss only two topics that is based on the measurement in form of module 1. So the module 1 will consist of two topics of the measurement chapter, and that is the meaning of measurement, necessity of measurement in our daily life, and the concept of estimation in measurement. So only these three subtopics of the chapter measurement today I am going to discuss very briefly, so that you would have a good concept over these three subtopics. In this video session, I will take the help of your own reference book, your syllabus, and at the end of this session, I will provide the highlighted PDF on the topics, so that you can study at your own pace with comparing this PDF with this video. So let's begin of today's session with the first concept of measurement topics, and that is the meaning of measurement. So today we will learn regarding measurements. So let me define first what is the term measurement means. So now I am with the chapter number 5 measurement, and the first thing is necessity of measurement in our daily life. This is the first topic of this chapter. So what is measurement? Let me say. So in a sentence we can say measurement means various means to have knowledge about above quantities, which are called measurement. So in your book you will not be able to find the exact definition of measurement. So before defining the measurement, let me say something about the measurement. Why the case measurement today we are dealing with? We know in our day-to-day life there are lots of things around us, such as table, such as chair, book, tree, bus, river, etc. and etc. So in order to know the physical quantities of those substances or bodies that we are surrounding, we have to use the sense of measurement to say clearly. I would like to take the help of an example, such as you want to buy 5 kg of rice. So 5 kg of rice if we want to buy, then we have to put the sense of measurement to the shopkeeper so that we can get the exact amount that we desire for. In the explanation of the 5 kg of rice, rice is the solid or substance, kg is the unit, and 5 is the number. So 5 is the number, kg is the unit, and rice is the solid body or substance. So through the measurement, we are actually informing the shopkeeper regarding the physical quantity of the body or substance. So in order to make the shopkeeper understandable regarding the amount that we are desiring for, we should have a good knowledge of measurement. Otherwise, we will not purchase that amount of rice from the shopkeeper. So 5 kg here, it is the amount of rice, 5 is the number, and kg is the unit of rice. So the way of measuring or the means of measuring something will be known as the measurement. So through using the sense of measurement, we are actually doing one thing, and that is we are trying to measure only the physical quantity of any substance. Never say we are taking the help of measurement to measure the body, because body is different, physical quantity is different. So if you ask me what is a body, so body is anything that we are viewing or that we are seeing around us. And if you once again ask me what is the matter, let me put an example. A chair. So a chair is an example of substance or body, but we know that chair is made up of wood. So wood is the matter and chair is the body, and the amount of material wood that is present or used in the making of chair, that will be known as the mass of chair. So amount of material of any solid body or any substance will be known as the mass of that particular solid or substance body. So here the wood is the material, and that is the matter, and the amount of matter that is present in a substance will be known as the physical quantity. Such as if the weight of the chair is 5 kg, then we should say 5 kg of wood has been used to make the chair. So here the kg is the physical quantity and 5 is the number. So that's why in the definition of measurement we should say measurement is the means in order to measure any physical quantity of any substance. In your book, as such, there is no proper definition of measurement. So I will show you or dictate you what is the proper definition of measurement. Literally, in a word, we can say what is measurement. Measurement literally means quantification or quantifying a body. This is the literal meaning of measurement. There are other definitions of measurement, such as measurement means the action of measuring something, or measurement is a result expressed in numbers. Please focus on this statement. Measurement is the result that is expressed in numbers. Once again, I would like to give the example of 5 kg of rice. So, using the sense of measurement, we are actually doing what? We are actually doing or measuring the physical quantity of any substance. That's why in the definition of measurement means it is the process or the result that is expressed in the number of any substance. Here 5 is the number and kg is the unit. So in order to measure anything, we have to take the helps of 3 things. Number 1, that is the number. Number 2, that is the unit. And number 3, that is the device. Is it clear? Such as in order to measure the 5 kg of rice, we need to have 3 things like the sense of number 5, the sense of unit, that is the kg, and the sense of the device, such as the ordinary common balance. So using the ordinary common balance, this is the device, we can easily measure the amount of rice, and that is the 5 kg. So that's why there is the definition of measurement, that it is the result expressed in the numbers. There is also another definition, such as measurement is a method of determining quantity, capacity, or the dimension of physical quantity of any substance. Or in another way, measurement is a process of associating numbers with the physical quantities. Or in another way, we can also mention the definition of measurement, and that is measurement is made or done by comparing a specific quantity with a standard unit. So the example that I was using, 5 kg of rice. So a specific quantity means a specific amount, and here the amount is 5 kg amount of rice. So, and with the standard unit. So standard unit of weight was kg. So that's why in the definition of measurement, we should say that measurement is the process to compare a specific quantity with a standard unit. I think the last one, this is the actual definition of the measurement. I hope the concept of measurement is, or the definition of measurement is clear now. In your book, just I am going through the sentences or words so that you can get the clear idea. That's why I am reading. So different activities of our life involve knowledge of some types of measurement. So in our life, there are different types of activities that we need to perform on daily basis, and to perform those activities logically, we should have a good knowledge of measurement. So this is the first requirement of measurement. For example, to know about our height or weight, the distance of our school from our home and time required to reach there, the length of cloth to be purchased for making a shirt, size, etc., length, breadth, and height of a room, quantity of rice to be purchased from the market with a month for our family, or body temperature of a friend suffering from fever, etc. So, in order to perform such kind of activities in our day-to-day life, we should have a good knowledge of measurement. If we don't have, then our life will become very difficult. So measurement, the first necessity of measurement is that will help in our life make everything easier. Now see, the necessity of measurement is number one in our day-to-day life to sort out the different activities, and second one is the particular in the scientific measurement. Measurement can be done in two ways. One is the estimation of measurement and another one is the precise or the accurate measurement. So through these two ways we can do measurement. One is the estimated measurement, another one is the accurate or precise measurement. In the scientific measurement, precise or exact measurement should be encouraged, but in our day-to-day life we can do different types of activities with the knowledge of estimated measurement. In later we will know regarding the estimation of measurement, because in your syllabus there is the subtopic of importance of measurement in our daily life in form of necessity. And also there is the concept of estimation in measurement. So these are the two necessities of measurement in our life in order to have the exact, in order to know the exact value of something or the estimated value of something. Now we can make this concept more clear by using different kinds of examples, and these are mentioned in your book. Just I will read it out. Such as, there are two coils of wires differently coiled. We cannot answer question correctly without strengthening the wires and measuring their length with a scale. So in order to measure the length of anything, we should have the knowledge of unit, we should have the knowledge of measurement, and we should have the knowledge of the scale, that is the measuring scale, meter scale. So using these concepts we can easily measure the length. Clear? Another example is, suppose there are two blocks of different shapes and may be made of different material. We cannot answer the question without actually measuring their masses with some weighing machine. So different types of matters would have different types of masses or the weights. So in order to measure the mass or the weight of any substance or any body, we should have the knowledge of measurement and the device of measuring. There is another example, such as two boys are going from A to B following different paths. Suppose A is walking while the boy is running. Now without actual measurement of their speed and also without knowing the actual length of the path, we cannot answer the question. So this is the another example. Here we are talking about the speed. So speeds of these two boys are here different. The reason is depending on their competency and depending on the length of the path, it is bound that speed would be different. So using the sense of measurement, we can easily find the different speeds of these two boys. Further, to answer the questions, we require some device like measuring tape for measuring the length of the paths and watch for measuring the time. So in order to measure the speed, we should have the sense of length, we should have the sense of time. Clear? So from these three types of examples or discussions, we can say that there is the importance or necessity of measurement in our day-to-day life. I hope the concept of measurement and the necessity of measurement is clear. So now the last topic of today's discussion is the concept of estimation. So I am moving the page number 103, and there is the topic that estimation in measurement. First, let me say what is estimation. So in a word, we can say estimation means to get approximate value of something. So the way of getting approximate value of anything, it will be known as the estimation. Clear? So whereas in case of precise measurement, the word precise means to get exact value of something. So estimation and precise, these are the two different terms that are used in the measurement. So I will read each sentence and I will try to clear the concept of estimation. I hope the meaning of word estimation is clear. Estimation means in order to get approximate value. This is the main meaning of estimation. Clear? So often instruments may not be ready at hand for measurement, or we may not have sufficient time for measurement. So why there is the necessity of have an estimation of measurement? Reason is, sometimes we can see that we need to measure something, but there is no scope to have any instrument or device to measure. So that's why we should take the help of estimation in measurement. That is the approximate value. For example, regarding the size, regarding the shape, regarding the length, regarding the weight of your body or time. Suppose if I ask you, what is the distance between your home and school? If you don't know exactly, you may say that the difference is 5.2 kilometer or 5.4 kilometer. So here you are taking the help of measurement with estimation. So that's why we are saying that measurement can be done in two ways. That is, number one, through estimation, estimated measurement. Another one is the precise measurement or the accurate measurement. In the scientific study, estimated measurement should not be promoted. In scientific study, the exact or the precise measurement should be encouraged. Clear? So now, in order to make this statement that the estimation or the approximate value in measurement, we can take these kinds of examples. Suppose let railway station is 1 kilometer away from your home and your friend arrives at the station after half an hour by train. So you have to calculate mentally at what speed must you go to reach the station in time. This is the estimation or mental calculation of speed. So we are taking the instance of physical quantity of speed. So here we are using the estimated sense of measurement regarding the speed. Another example is in our daily life we may have we have many such examples, such as cooking. We add estimate amount of salt or sugar to the substance being cooked. Clear? Cooking. So in the process of cooking, we used to add estimated amount of sugar or the salt. So this is the example of estimation in measurement. Another kind of example is, often we are trying to feel the temperature of person by touching his or her forehead when a thermometer is not ready to hand. So if there is no availability of thermometer in our hand, we can assume the measurement of temperature, that is the estimated measurement of temperature, by touching our forehead. So these three are the example of the estimated measurement. Now I am turning the page, and that is the 104. Here you will get the opposite measurement of estimated measurement, that is the precise measurement. So in the scientific study, as I mentioned earlier, precise measurement or the accurate measurement should be used. So estimation in measurement are very important in our daily life and day-to-day work, but it should be always kept in mind that precise measurements are very important or of great importance. For example, in the preparation of medicine, it is different components and must be in exact proportion, otherwise it may be fatal. So in the preparation of drug or in the preparation of any chemical substance in the laboratory, we need to use the sense of precise or accurate measurement instead of the estimated measurement one. So this is the brief discussion of the chapter measurement. The topics are measurement definition and the necessity of measurement and the concept of estimation in measurement. So here you can set three kinds of questions, like what is measurement, what is the necessity of measurement in our daily life, and what do you mean by estimation in measurement, and what is the difference between the estimated measurement and the precise measurement. Hope this video is very useful to you. Please listen this video, or you may watch this video, and after uploading this video I will also upload the highlighted PDF of these three topics. So thank you all of you. Have a nice day.